All right, y'all. So y'all might as well come on in. Of course, I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna wait too much longer for nobody to come in. So if you missed the beginning, by all means, please, you already know what to do. You should already be subscribing to the podcast platforms. You should already be following me on Facebook and all the other platforms as well. So this tardiness is not my fault. So let me say this before I put her on the stage. This because y'all know I'm timely when it comes to things. But um first of all, of course, I always show love. Thank y'all for all the support. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the comments. And all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her on stage so she can explain her tardiness and let you know that it ain't my fault. Y'all, I got little D today on the
Hey.
podcast. What's good?
And the D stands for delay in time. My bad. Um, I have been blame my immune system. So I've been hella sick. Like, first of all, last week I accidentally ate moldy blackberries.
Ooh.
And yeah, I was out of there for like 3 days. So then I finally shook back and then I woke up sick Tuesday. And I'm talking like congested, couldn't breathe, just
Yeah.
like what's going on? Um, and then I finally took allergy medicine and my goofy ass took a little drowsy kind.
No, I get it. I understand. How you feeling right now?
I can breathe out both nostrils. So
That's
I
what's up.
feel
That's
good.
liberation.
Oh
That is
God,
yeah, that is definitely that is straight liberation right there.
you was gonna
It's
be snotty Kleenex in the nostril me for real.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm super excited that I got you on my show. I've been thinking about putting you on my show for a long time.
For real.
I'm so you look, I have a list. I have a list of must-haves.
Damn, I made the list. Hey.
You listen.
Okay.
I have a list. I have the list of must-have. You were a must-have, and I had to make it urgent when Jerry posted the clip of
Oh
you.
yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Let me
Yeah.
let
And
me
we
expedite
did
this real
that.
quick.
I think that was like 2022 or 23.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was dope. He
Mhm.
and he does dope podcasts as
He
well.
does.
He
I told
definitely
him the
does.
other day I look up to him
Cause
whenever
he be
it
he
comes
be
to
on it.
consistency and his transparency and his honesty. Like, I'm like, bro, you have no idea. Like, you don't.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I'm still working on the transparency and vulnerability. I'm not there yet.
You know what it is? You just got to do it.
That's very true. I'm
And
getting there. I'm getting there.
don't ever give him 100% you. Just give him 100% of Ron Brown.
Listen, oh, all right, podcast over. That's all I needed to hear. That was it. That was it. That's all that yeah, look, that was all I needed to hear for real, man.
Mhm.
So where first and then another thing, because we all how's your mom?
Oh, Lord. She's
We
fine. I showed her the comment. She was like, tell her I'd be happy to go on the interview. Can I cuss?
Yes, she
Like,
can. She free to do whatever she need. She free to do whatever she needs to do. I need her too. We'll talk about it. We'll set that up. We'll set that up later. I need her. I need her because boy, she's hilarious.
she's something.
She is hilarious. Hilarious. All
Just,
right.
boy. But no, she's fine. I talked to her earlier. She's fine, ready to be a star. Ask me when we gonna film again. When we gonna do some more content, girl? Boy, I ain't got no job.
Because I'm here to support it. I'm definitely here. I'm definitely here to support it because she was definitely like I think the what sent me in was like you see where it say no gambling. I did all that.
Yeah, bro.
I said I gotta have her.
All the
I
time
definitely
I
said
done been
that.
to that park, I ain't never seen that list of rules ever in my life. And she just,
She said I did all that. I'm like
I was
hell
doing that too.
yeah,
Hey, we doing all that.
yeah, yeah. All
Ooh, she a real
right.
one. She ain't nothing else.
I know that's right. So yeah, we definitely gonna set that interview up. So let's I don't know where to start with you. So let's just start like how did little D become little D?
Okay, so boom. I was gonna be a rapper when I grew up, right? I wanted to be the next Tupac. And like in my mind, the more famous I got, the more people knew me, the more people I could help. And so I've always wanted to like help people. And so I thought I was gonna help people through my music and like heal the world and shit. Um, I became Lil D at first when I was 12.
Okay.
The D stood for, it was the dumbest shit ever. That's what the D stood for, dumbest shit ever, because it had no real me. It was so goofy. But then my cousin Damon died.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got to high school, my friend Doug died in the 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2013, my aunt Danetta died. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, this shit needs to be more than this, because what is Lil D? Because people would ask me, like, well, what's your real name? And I would always say something stupid like Derek, and they believe me. So goofy. And so eventually I was like, what does this shit mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Lil D originally came because my favorite cartoon was Daria, because she was a sarcastic
Oh yeah, my fave.
asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was so hurt. But then it evolved to something much deeper. So it's the acronym. The LIL stands for Life, Intelligence, and Love. 3 things that I keep with me. And the D is for my cousin David, my friend Doug, and my aunt Danetta. And it's how I keep it
Wow.
with me.
That's a full circle right there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wow. Okay. Okay.
I be telling
So
people my name is. I always make some stupid shit up like Derek or Dietrich or DeAndre. Just the first man name I can think of to start with a D, and they be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
and that's because when you say it with a straight face, they don't have no choice but to leave you. Like you don't like when you say stuff, you don't crack a smile at all.
I be joking though, like, like I don't be serious.
You you
I be
say
telling people like, bro, I be forgetting to put LOL on text messages. My friends with them, I'm like, bro, I was just joking, bro.
yeah, that's
You know
yeah.
me, it's
I can
never
see
take me
I
seriously.
can definitely see them believing it though, because you don't crack
Mhm.
a smile. So
To know me is to know I just be bullshit.
oh yeah, of course, of course, of course. So how did you get into radio?
Freestyle contest in Shreveport. So every Friday, GQ Riley, rest in peace, GQ. He used to have freestyle contests on the radio, and I called in
Mhm.
and I won. And I'm like, this back when you actually had to freestyle, like catch the beat right then and there,
Right,
like
right.
really freestyling type shit. So, um, he wound up leaving, and J Tech came, and J Tech did the same rap contest, and I won 9 weeks in a row. And I mean, I was battling everybody. I battled Big Papa once from Lava House, and I
Okay.
won. But
Okay.
anyway, um, he had my number because he would call me when it was time to rap, and then we just stayed cool. And when my second semester of college, he was like, "Hey, you want to be on my show?" And I was like, "I guess." So I thought I was gonna make like mixtapes in the back and be like Ludacris and shit and go platinum. And I did make mixtapes in the back, but I
Yeah,
ain't go platinum. But yeah, I
yeah.
started out working for free, and I mean for free. I had to sign paperwork that basically said my dumb ass is agreeing to not get a check. But I'm gonna come here 5 days a week from 6 to 10 p.m. It was like
Wow.
a volunteer contract paperwork or some shit I had never heard of before in my life. But
I haven't neither.
yeah,
Okay.
it was weird. But yeah, so I worked for free. I didn't know what I was doing. I was horrible. It was
Mhm.
the first time in my life anybody ever said I must have been sleeping with somebody to get a job. And like I didn't even know what that meant because I'm 19. Like I don't even realize people do that. Like I just moved out of my mama's house. Like
Yeah.
so like a lot of shit hurt my feelings really bad. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, why am I here? I'm not good at this. I was not hyped. I was monotone as fuck. I was really bad. I was bored. It was bad. But eventually I just kept at it and
Mhm.
turned into me.
Okay. So, what kind of other challenges did you face on this radio journey?
And you would think that being in the South is where like you face the worst like colorism and racism. But I'm
Mhm.
being honest, the worst place I got it was Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. How
I
did you
like
end up in
Columbus, but
Columbus?
I left Shreveport, went to Toledo, left Toledo, went to Cleveland, left Cleveland,
Mhm.
went to Columbus. They all 2 hours apart. Ohio's small as hell.
Okay.
And so I was on air from 7 p.m. to midnight. And it was the first time, like in a long time, where people would
Mhm.
leave comments like, who's that black ass, nappy headed ass girl on the radio? Yeah, type shit. And this was normal. Once I remember a coworker was like, "Girl, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "For what?" And he shows me this Facebook post, and it was like, "Dang, I didn't know that little D girl from the radio looked like this." And all the comments were just like, "I know, I seen her the other day. She ugly as hell," and just all of them. Black, black ass, blackity ass, black, black, blackity, nappy headed, black ass, nappy.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So when I got to Dallas and people were like, "Ooh, look at your chocolate skin," I was ready to punch somebody and then I had to realize, like, oh, you're serious. You saying that with no LOL?
You know what? That I can't do nothing but laugh at that because when you have been done wrong for so long, you feel weird when you're treated correctly.
You better say that because that's true.
That is so weird.
I love your hair. You love my hair.
Right.
My natural hair. You like it? How you get it like that? You see it. I'm like waiting on the and it never came. And I'm like, you really want to know?
You really
You're still waiting for me to answer? You really? Hmm. Um, so there was that. I can remember a boss. I heard him, but he was like, "Don't nobody want a little D? Look at her." I've been passed up for several jobs because of how I look. And the longer you're in this industry, the more
Mhm.
actors will kind of tell you, like, don't take it personally. You just didn't. You weren't the person for that role. Like they could have been looking for somebody who's 6'4" and you 5'8". That wasn't your role. And it's the same thing with radio. If you do radio in Miami, there's a good chance you have a great body because you're probably gonna be on the beach.
Right.
If you work at the hip hop station in Boston, you probably white because I don't think any black people work there. It's an overwhelmingly white city. Like shit like
Mhm.
that. You gotta know if you go into Phoenix, you probably gonna be the only black person there, and it's a lot of Hispanics, and you might lose your job to somebody Hispanic because it's Phoenix. And it's like certain things you just got to know going in, and then other things you just have to understand and not take personally. Like I've not gotten jobs because I didn't realize the person who got the job might have been sleeping with the person who was doing the hiring. Well, I'm not
Right.
going to do that. So before you realize these things, you internalize a lot of things. And so
Mhm.
I was always like, what's wrong with me and what do I need to do? And I'm sick of this shit. And why can't I get a job? Like when I was in
Mhm.
Cleveland, I had natural hair and I got a sew in for the first time in my life because I just wanted to see. I had a job 3 weeks later, shit like that. And so it messes with your self esteem a lot. You will buy into
Yeah.
this little
Yeah.
deep character so much it destroys the self esteem of like who you are without it because you're so used to getting rejected and told
Right.
you're not the right look, you're not the right fit, and you're like, well, what's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? And
Right.
you'll like neglect like knowing who you are and embracing yourself and remembering like what's for you is gonna be for you.
Right. Right.
Because me and this
So,
natural ass hair went on the Breakfast Club.
cause
The
right.
only the
So
only shot from Louisiana.
so how did you mentally deal or mentally cope with all that?
I had horrible self esteem. I wasn't
Mhm.
doing what I was supposed to do. I was depressed. I had horrible anxiety, and it wasn't until I had an anxiety attack at the radio station in
Mhm.
Columbus. I didn't know what an anxiety attack was. I just knew I couldn't breathe, and I was like hyperventilating and crying, and I couldn't figure out like what is wrong with me. And so I went to the hospital, and I told them like what was going on. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And long story short, they tricked me into going to the crazy house. So I was in there on a Friday night and they told me I could leave when I get ready because I was voluntary. They lied. It's a mandatory 72-hour hold. Yeah, I had no idea. And weekends don't count. So it's a Friday night and I'm in that hotel Wednesday morning. I'm scared. I feel trapped. There's no window. I thought it was jail. Like, and then I
Mhm.
realized I'm looking around at these people and I'm like, bitch, all you needed was some therapy. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if nothing else, that was the thing that made me go to therapy.
Yeah.
And
Cause
that's how
I bet that was a oh
it
God.
was. Oh, it's gonna be in my third book. And then they
What
wound up sending me a bill,
happened?
girl. I'm begging y'all to go home. I don't want to be here. They lied to me and they sent me a bill like $680. They didn't feed me because they didn't know I was coming. So they weren't
Right.
prepared to feed a vegetarian. So I had veggie burgers for 4 days.
Ooh. Wow. On the weekend.
I got there on a Friday. I didn't shower till Monday.
Yeah.
No one realized that I hadn't taken a shower.
Right.
I didn't have my phone. I couldn't tell anyone where I was.
Right.
I'm in Ohio. My family's in Louisiana. Like my mama had called the police and had them search my apartment. And they're like, well, her car's gone. And like they like on some like we finna go up there because where the fuck is our kid type shit.
Yeah.
Because they won't let me use my phone. Girl, it was not okay. They don't give you any kind of like help or therapy.
Yeah.
It was really like jail. Everybody was there because it was like court ordered to go or something.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was
Right. Oh, that's enough for me. That right there would have sent me crazy. Just being trapped like that that's a whole nother anxiety attack within itself.
And all I kept telling myself was, if you break, they're gonna keep you in here longer. If you break, they're gonna keep you in here longer. I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't open my mouth and speak until I think Tuesday night because I was for sure I was going home Wednesday. And I remember a couple of them was like, yeah, I heard her talk. She can talk. I don't have nothing.
You have to be. You gotta handle that strategically.
Not for real. I finally went to like the little music class and volunteered and answered the question.
Yeah.
And they was like, it's gonna look good on your record. You know, it's gonna help your chances of leaving. All right, to help calm down. Good job. Yeah.
Wow.
So first we go to therapy, and therapy is the best thing that's ever happened. I wish that Black people would stop like being afraid of therapy or thinking that like, man, I don't need to talk to no stranger. You might do, because how's it working out if you're not talking to them?
Yeah, therapy helped me a lot too. I had to go to therapy behind a particular situation as well, and it really helped me more than I would have thought.
People don't understand that the therapist is not here to say, here's what you need to do. The therapist is here to go, okay, first of all, there's nothing wrong with you. Right. And secondly, here are the tools to handle your own shit.
Right.
The therapist is gonna lead you to water. You still gotta drink.
Facts. It's very true. Very true.
That's part of why I run too. Like I run marathons, and it's the only exercise that I like because when you run, it's just you. And you can either tell yourself like, oh, I'm fucking tired, I can't do it. And you're going to slow down every time. But if you encourage yourself like, nah, you got one more mile. I know you do. I know you can make it to that tree. I know you can get to that marker. You're going to keep going. And all you're doing is building the love you have for yourself. I love running. I tore my meniscus, so I can't run right now, but I can power walk. So I power walk 3 miles every day and have the best conversations with myself. We be out there talking about everything.
That's what's up. And see, my thing is editing stuff. That really, like, when I was waiting on you, that's what I was sitting here doing. I'm sitting here like editing pictures and editing videos. That's more of my, because I just feel like that's how I deal with stuff I can't change. I deal with it by changing things. So I go and re-edit videos and pictures and stuff like that. So that's how I deal with certain things.
That's dope.
So I heard you say third book. I knew about the first one. Go ahead and tell us about your first book.
So the first book is called Route 2, My Choice and Struggle to Succeed. I just sold the last copy, actually. I don't even have a little one.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. It's in my closet. No, it's not. It's not over there. Okay, so anyway, that's the damn book. But it's about the 3 months I chose to be homeless in Ohio so I wouldn't lose my radio job. So when I was in Toledo, it was my first full-time job. I left. I was 22, got fired when I was 23. Was doing what I could, but I was broke and couldn't afford my rent. And so I got evicted, and it took me maybe 4 seconds because it's like, all right, what you going? I had already gotten another job in Cleveland, so an hour and a half away. but it was part-time. I just didn't have enough money. So it's like, all right, what you gonna do? You gonna go back to Shreveport, quit your job and figure it out, or you gonna stay up here? And it took me that long to go, well, we're gonna stay because I'm not gonna I just got this job and I was fired for a year and 10 months. Like, when you get out of radio, it's hard to get back in. And so there was never, I was like, all right, we're gonna figure this shit out. And so I put my shit in storage and I moved into a motel. Not a hotel.
Why you took the words out of my mouth? I was gonna say no, not the hotel.
Yeah,
motel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
The biggest difference. Yeah, and I didn't. It would be Wednesday, and sometimes I wouldn't eat till Friday. I go to the radio station and do my shift and have maybe $12 left. I called the book Route 2 because to get to Toledo to Cleveland, you can either take the Turnpike, which is like $5, or you can take the back roads, which is Route 2. And I couldn't afford the Turnpike, so I was always on Route 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, and you drive through all these little towns with these farmers markets and shit you can't afford. And there are a lot of places along the route where I would just have to pull in and sleep because I wasn't gonna make it. So hosting events, being on stage, being on air, giving shit away, hungry, sleeping in my car, sleeping in this motel.
Yeah.
And the mindset of somebody who would bet on themselves that much to do that. So the book starts with the day I move out of my house and it ends with the day I move in my little bitty apartment in Cleveland on purpose because it's not about the mansion. It's about the fact that I had a stove.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Refrigerator.
Yeah.
Because being homeless is expensive as hell. People don't realize it. Ain't like you got somewhere to put your leftovers.
That's true. So being homeless made you appreciate the little stuff.
As fuck. Like I was so happy to cook. The first meal I made was salmon, and some cherry tomatoes, brown rice, and asparagus. And that was 2011. I still remember that. I was so happy that I could cook. Because I had been going to this truck stop across the street from the motel. They had like a little buffet in there. And I would get a to-go container and just fill that hoe up with vegetables and just as much shit as I could because that shit had to last me for the week. So I came from eating off of to-go food for a week to being able to cook and have some leftovers and put it in some Tupperware.
Yeah. Wow. I can't imagine because I'm a foodie, so I would now that part I would lose it. I would definitely lose it. Yeah. So and tell us about book number 2.
So book number 2 is not out yet. I plan these out like Kanye did his album. But so book number 2 is gonna be Route 2, My Plan to Prostitute. And it's about the story where I had decided, like, wrote a letter, had a pimp, everything. I'm gonna beat my cat's ass. Cat. Thanks. All right, sorry. But I was 15. I was 15. And I had a pimp. His name was Marcus, and I had a whole plan of running away from home to become a prostitute. In my mind, I was only gonna work for him until I turned 18 because I was gonna be old enough to get an apartment, and then I was gonna have my own money and then figure it out and go to college. So yeah, Marcus was about 28. I'm 15. And the story parallels with the story of how I started my nonprofit in Cleveland.
Okay.
The story, I don't want to tell the story. I'm telling the story. But basically, it talks about the mindset of somebody who is willing to do whatever to get out of their home situation, even if it means running into the arms of somebody who clearly don't mean them no good. Marcus is actually in jail right now. They found him with the body of a 12-year-old in his car. Yeah. The only reason I didn't leave and go run away from home is because his phone was disconnected. And come to find out, jail because of that. Like, my whole life could have been different because I thought the right now was it, and there's never gonna get better than this. And this moment is like my entire lifetime, and I can't take it anymore. I don't know if I'd be here right now.
Right.
So
Right.
it talks about
Wow.
that and how I began my nonprofit, which is it's called Grinding in Real Life, but the mission is to help good girls become great women. And we try to instill confidence and self-esteem to help girls discover their worth earlier in life than I did. So it's gonna tie them both together. But yeah, the third book is gonna be my time in a mental facility, and it's all about that shit. And it's really all about the taking care of yourself mentally, because that shit was a long time coming. Like I
Oh
didn't know
yeah.
what an anxiety attack was, and I had 3 back to back. And I didn't say to any of my coworkers, "Hey, I think something's going on with me." Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't ask because I was so used to no one's gonna help you. You just have to figure this shit out on your own. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
my life is. My life is just hard. So I don't know. It's just another hard thing that's going on. Like whatever, it don't matter. I'm not worthy of help.
Right.
I'm not good enough to tell someone this doesn't feel right. And
Mm.
so it's just really about what it's like when you go through something like that and you don't even have the love for yourself that you need to realize you don't have to go through that shit alone. Like
And it's
afterwards, my mama was like, "It sounds like you had a panic attack," and I had never heard that before, so I had to like Google it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's what I had. What's wrong? What's okay?" Like I could have told you that before I went to the hospital, and you told me the
mm-hmm.
same thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really just loving yourself enough to make the right decisions.
Yeah. That's yeah, you guys, boy, look, you done started the podcast off right. Like
But don't worry.
some of the stories I knew about because I've seen
Yeah,
posts about them and stuff like that. But some of this stuff I didn't know. But it's definitely real nice to know. It's real nice and settling to know that you're not going through stuff alone.
yeah.
That's very important. So I've been more transparent about some of my stories because it has definitely helped other people, but it has helped me as well because it's nice to know that I'm not going through stuff alone. Because I went through, I had the brain aneurysms, and I
Uh-huh.
still make the painful like moans and groans. And I didn't realize that I finally met somebody that still does that. Like they had a traumatic situation as well, and they still make the painful noises like it
Mhm.
just happened. So it was nice to know that, like, okay, I don't make these noises by myself. I'm not crazy. I'm not having a
Yeah.
mental like relapse. This is actually like normal.
And then I think the older we get, the more you realize like everybody is going through something.
Yeah, yeah.
And so your tribe is out there somewhere. I'm actually getting ready to start my podcast for real. Like I bought the mic, the mixer, like the whole thing. The
Yeah.
only thing left to buy is the decor. I'm gonna get like 2 chairs and but like
Mhm.
literally I got all the hardware. But I'm doing it because I'm gonna start off by trying to find my tribe. I'm not even
Okay.
going to promote those episodes anywhere other than YouTube because I just want
Mhm.
to see if I can find people in my exact particular situation.
Mhm.
I have not found them yet, but I know that they exist. And so I'm going to see if I can find my friends through a weekly vlog on YouTube while I think that I do a little self healing. It's going to be great.
That oh yeah, I definitely need to make sure I am. Oh, what's the name of your YouTube page so the people that's listening can go ahead and subscribe to your YouTube
It's
page?
called Dead Air with Lil D.
Okay, so I need to make sure that I subscribe to that. So how has since you made it to Dallas, how has life been now that you're in Dallas?
You know what? Life has been cool. It's been 6 years and it's flown by. This is the longest I lived anywhere since I left home.
Mhm.
Um, my average is 3.5 years, and I'll be up out of there.
Yeah.
But I needed to come back down here. Half my family lives in Dallas, and
Mhm.
obviously I'm from Shreveport, so I'm finally back up the street. It's
Yeah.
nice to be able to drive home instead of having to book a
Yeah.
flight, plan that shit, and then hug my mama again in like 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really nice to be able to like help my little cousins with their homework or go to
Yeah.
their school shit. And then like from a professional standpoint, it starts out a little rough because rent is high and bills got to get paid. But once
Yeah.
you start figuring things out and you build your brand up, there's so many opportunities here. The things that I do here, I would have never thought about doing
Right.
in Ohio. Like the fact that I can charge half my check to go say some goofy shit for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
The equivalent of that in Columbus would have been like $200, and now I can charge you 12 or some shit. Like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and when I got here, moving up there, it was like, who's this new bitch? I don't know. Moving down here, it was like, who's a new girl? Let's give her a shot. I don't know. And so it was nice to be back in the South where I was welcomed and embraced. Like I didn't realize Southern hospitality was real until I left the South.
Yeah.
So coming
Yeah.
back, oh, it was nice. It's been really, really nice.
That's
I
what's up.
don't know if I'm gonna be here forever, but Dallas is cool for right now.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. You never know what's in store.
Yeah.
So by all means, please what do you consider your biggest accomplishment?
Um, I guess to be co-hosting the Breakfast Club.
Tell
Not
us
just
about that.
to me, not just co-hosting it. So like obviously when Angela Yee left, they had to find a replacement, and they let a lot of different jocks and TV personalities co-host for a couple of days. And so they called me and they texted me and asked me if I wanted to, and I'm like, nigga, yes, the fuck, hell yeah, today you need me here. To me, the dopest part was it felt like a regular day at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never had that, oh my God, I'm here moment. It was like,
Yeah.
all right, where do I sit? All right, cool. Oh, these are my headphones. Okay, bet. Let me pull my shit up and see what's on TMZ and what's going on so I can be ready. And that's radio.
Yeah.
When you don't have time to like text nobody because you got to listen. Because what is Envy saying and how is Charlamagne going to respond to that? Now you need to be in the middle and have a woman's perspective. Okay, boom. And this is in real time and it's on
Yeah.
TV. So you can't look like you thinking. That's radio. That's that pressure. I
Yeah.
thrive off of that. And so like my makeup artist came and she's like, oh my God. And I just remember being like, yeah. To me, the dopest part was my homeboy was in the gym and he sent me a picture because it comes on TV. And so he sent me a picture of it like from the TV because they had the TV in the gym on BET. That's the only time I really lost my shit. Like, yo,
Yeah.
he was on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can still pull that shit up on the BET app right now. September. Actually, today is the 1 year anniversary of when I went.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I was excited. I was like, I know this ain't look, you know you
Yeah.
everybody's best friend when you're on TV. This my sis.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I went to McDonald's with her once. Nah, man, don't play me the one up there about. Yeah, my first boyfriend in 6th grade hit me up talking about I broke his heart. I was like, sir, like that was like 1998. Like, let's stop.
Moving forward.
How you been since you broke my heart? Haha. Nigga, you was my little boyfriend for like 5 days. We went to like the spring dance together. Like, stop it. Then you go on his Instagram, you go on his Facebook page, and the first post is his new baby him and his girlfriend just had. Like, sir, get out of my DMs.
Yeah, I completely I completely understand. So with you being on a Breakfast Club, did they open some more doors for you?
It increased my clout, so I guess so. I did have like a couple bookings after that, which we welcome all the bags, so thank you. And actually, I just got back from Toledo. I was hosting this event up there, and my homeboy was doing he was hosting a sneaker convention, and he was like, "Don't let me tell these people who we got here. This Lil D from the Breakfast Club." And I was like, "I don't know if I'm from there." I was on there.
I was on there. I did
I
my thing.
might be a little, but so I mean, it's kind of funny. People still like, people see that and they think you like did some shit. So it heighten my visibility, which I'm grateful for. I sold a lot of books, which I'm grateful for.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's
just grateful
good.
that I was able to go on there and it was a regular day at work. It like everybody saw, how did it feel to leave your dream? I didn't live my dream. My dream is to get a check for doing that shit. The biggest check.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I saw what it's gonna be like when I do. And that was dope.
That's fire. That's fire. Okay. So what other goals do you have for yourself?
So I'm in the middle of ghostwriting a book right now for the DJ of a very influential artist and executive. When
Okay.
that one comes out, my goal is I want to be known as the person who can write your book. And not only did I write the shit out of your book, but I did it in like 6 months. And I'm a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I want to be that person to all the high profile millionaire entertainment people. Like, I can write 2 books a year. Let's go. What you need? So, like, one of my goals is to earn 6 figures simply off of ghostwriting books.
Mm.
Um,
That's different.
yeah,
That's
like
different.
when I moved here, I worked at 97 on the beat. I got fired, and before I got hired at K104, I was like, "Hey, bitch, your unemployment gonna run out. What we doing?" And that's when it hit me. Like, you wrote a book, you could probably like write another book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like, I started with people in jail. They reached out to me. It was the weirdest thing, but they found me and asked me to help this guy write his book. And so that's how I started. And so now I'm ghostwriting a book for somebody who be on the private jets and, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nigga, he's across the globe. So I'm like, yeah, the next book, yeah. And then the one after that, like, let's go. Keep them coming. So that's one goal. Also, I kind of feel like I'm doing everything I want to do, but on a smaller scale. So,
Mm.
like, I'm in a play October 12th. I'm really excited
Okay.
about it. But, like, more stuff like that, you know.
Oh, what October 12th. What time you in the play? What time?
Mhm.
You know about what time?
I think like 7 p.m.
I'm gonna be in the area.
For real?
I guess everybody, I be sneaking off. Look, I don't, you know me, I don't be, I don't be posting everything, but I know I'm definitely gonna be in Dallas October 8th through the 13th. Cause Rhapsody gonna be in Dallas, so I'm going to see Rhapsody.
Oh, for sure. I love Rhapsody. No, you should come. I'll confirm the time for sure, but I want to say it's like 7. The
Okay, I'm
theater
gonna
in
see.
Oak
If
Cliff.
not, like, whatever you got going on out there, like, girl, I don't mind. Look, I sneak off in a heartbeat. I don't be caring.
Say, Liz,
I
I'm
be
doing
sneaking
something
off.
Sunday. Dang,
So
I'm gonna keep you in the loop then.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to be syndicated. I want to be on a syndicated morning show, and I used to think that only looked like a radio show, but yeah,
Mm,
I don't know. I just feel like I'm pretty and I should be on TV. So, like, I don't know, like a Jennifer Hudson type TV show, but like
yeah,
Jennifer Hudson meets Wild and Out type shit. Like, I'm silly, I'm goofy. I want to be on
right,
TV. I want to be in movies.
right.
I'm gonna continue to do radio. I want to do it at the highest level. Like, right now, I have an entertainment report on 5 cities. Let's get it in 50 cities.
Yeah,
Um, I want to triple my radio income by doing Lil D shit, whether that's writing books, hosting
yeah.
events, creating content, or acting, or all 4.
Mm,
So yeah, I'm ready to be a millionaire. That's my goal. To be a millionaire doing all the things that involve being Lil D.
absolutely. That's look. All I can say
Hey,
is
Benny. She's so
that.
famous. I just seen you with Charity. I guess on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
She's so
Yeah.
famous.
She's so
I seen her. We had a photo shoot for this play that we in,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, "Are you Vanity the comedian? Oh my god, you're so funny! Like, oh, I swear to God, bro, like, you hilarious." She was like, "Oh my god," I was like, "No, like, for real." She was like, "Girl, I be listening to you on the radio," and I'm like, "No, but I be watching you on the stage because you funny as fuck."
Yes.
One of my favorite.
I just had an interview with her. Was it last week, Vanity? It was me and you last week. It was if I'm mistaken. Time goes so fast.
She's
Time
so
goes so
funny.
fast that I don't hardly keep up. But I think it was me and Vanity I had her on my podcast last week. So she was definitely on my list as well.
Yeah,
So
she's
yeah,
so
but
dope.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I think that's really really dope with everything you're doing. Like I mean your stories are hilarious as well.
Thank you. I have a
Your
list of
stories
them
are
for the
hilarious as
podcast.
well. Huh?
I have a list of them for the podcast, like which rapper tried to touch my butt and um
Yeah.
all kinds of, yeah. Some auntie
And
advice, like, if
you just
you're gonna suck dick to get in,
Cause,
relax your jaws. It's a lot of dicks you gotta suck. So like,
cause
just be ready if that's what you want to do.
yeah. So
Learning
yeah.
is
So
practice.
yeah. So at what point did you realize that you were in the right space for what you wanted to do? Did it take you long? Did it take you long to embrace yourself for who you are? If I'm making
hmm
sense.
hmm I didn't have self esteem when I was a kid, and so getting into this
Mhm.
industry didn't help build that shit at all. So
Mm.
it took me a long time. The first time I looked in the mirror and with no makeup and was like, "You are pretty." I was 25.
Yeah.
So like, but the most acceptance I've felt ever in life was when I locked my hair. And
Mm.
that was just 3 years ago. This industry, let's see. How did I know I wanted to do this? I remember I was in Toledo and this woman told me that her daughter looks up to me. She was like, my daughter's, my baby is dark skinned and she got natural hair and she just thinks you're so pretty and she really looks up to you. And she's like, well, if she's pretty, then maybe I can be pretty. And at the time I
Mm.
was like, she think I'm pretty? And it like changed a lot of shit for me because I didn't realize like people looked up to me. I just thought I was on the radio being funny. And so when I realized like I'm a role model, oh, I gotta like people. It's a little girl somewhere who was self esteem was as low as mine when I was her
Yeah.
age, and she's looking at me thinking I'm confident. Oh shit, this is bigger than me. And when
Yeah.
I realized it was bigger than me, then I remembered that I wanted to be Tupac when I grew up because I wanted to be like, "Dear Mama, hold your head up, Tupac." Like,
Right.
you know what
Right.
I'm saying? And it was like, oh, I'm doing the thing. I'm
Yeah.
helping people, huh?
Yeah.
And it changed just the way that I cared so much about those little girls who I'd never know who was looking at me thinking that they can look up to me, that it made me care about myself more. Because I can't be
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
where my self esteem is as fucked up as yours. Um,
Right. Right.
so I went back to what I used to do when I was 12. I had made myself look in the mirror every single day, compliment myself.
Mhm. Mhm.
And even if I couldn't get to like, "Ooh, you look good today," I might be able to say like, "You had a great show yesterday," or "That was nice you didn't cuss that lady out for cutting you off in traffic," or whatever. And you get to a point where it's like, "Wait a minute, did you look good?" Like I have no makeup on
Yeah.
right. Oh, me 2 years ago, me wouldn't do a video interview with no makeup on. Only
Right.
with my
Right.
edges, my lactician be on my ass, but she be on my top. But like it, this is a tough industry when you don't look the way that what they consider pretty. I'm not like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't wear wigs. I don't like weave. I don't have the fattest ass. I do it in my mind. But in reality, that motherfucking medium
Right.
size, you know.
Right.
And so because I don't give IG model type whatever, that means that I'm gonna miss out on some jobs. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get some endorsements. There are some program directors who will never hire me because they don't want to sleep with me. Cool. I don't want to work with a nigga who want to sleep with me.
Right. 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 Right.
Um,
Right.
I think full acceptance came after I got fired in 2021 though, because I finally
Mhm.
realized like radio is what you do, it's not who you are,
Right.
and
Right.
anything that's outside of you can be taken from you. So learn
Absolutely.
who you are.
Yeah.
And once I
Yeah.
got into me and who I am more deeply,
Mhm.
radio is another stream of income. I don't eat, sleep, and breathe it anymore
Yeah. I
because
get it.
I'm gonna get fired or I'm gonna quit, and that's what happens to everyone. You quit or get fired. Then what?
What's next after? Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who am I outside of there? And do I know that person? Do I love that person? Because eventually, that's the only person who's gonna exist. I'm not gonna be popular no more. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about me hosting no event. Am I
Mhm.
still gonna be good with me?
Right.
If all of everything else goes away and all I do is write books and no one ever asks me to host another event again, am I okay with who I am when I wake up in the morning and watch cartoons? Cool.
That's dope. Look, I like I be telling people like these podcasts don't be for y'all. This for me.
No, I swear to God, like the reason why I built this office in my crib is so I only do Lil D shit in this space. Cause the rest of this
Uh-huh.
space ain't got nothing to do with no Lil D. Lil D make all the money, but I spend the
Yeah,
money, and I choose to spend the
right.
money watching anime on the couch,
Yeah.
eating Cracker Jack, because I'm finished with all my work and all that Lil D shit is over there.
Yeah. 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 And I tell people that too, like a lot of people think that I'm like a sociable person in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just a hella introvert on the cool. Like like you hand me the mic if I'm hosting something or I have to be somewhere. Like you put the mic in my hand, it's a whole nother person in a sense coming out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But when I turn that mic off,
I'm
don't
in the
talk to me.
corner at all. People don't understand it. Like peopling is hard. It requires so much energy.
Yeah. Oh,
People.
yes. I tell people, I'm like, y'all, it's extremely draining.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
extremely draining because you know, like all the people that you're surrounded by, some people mean you good and some people you don't. So it's like you can tell when you get around, especially the people who don't mean you no good, it just sucks. It literally like
And
sucks
on you, and you
everything.
got the mic, and all eyes on you. So you can't be like, "Girl, get your ass on." Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, girl. Yeah, okay. So
Cause this I've had so many people tap me on the shoulder, like, Ron, please fix your face.
you know what's the worst? When I have to go to movie premieres and the movie sucks really bad, but I can't react, and I'm looking around like, I know y'all don't think this movie good. I know damn well y'all don't
Guess
think
what?
y'all didn't hear that audio messed up like that.
Right.
I'm the only one that caught it.
That's me.
And I be
That's
having to
me.
make sure my face is right. Like, oh, just smile, just smile, just smile.
Just smile. Yeah.
Just smile.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep, that's what I do, especially if I'm at my job in meetings and I'm like, I know I don't want to be here, but I have to put on my little corporate, like, okay.
They
I call it my Karen smile. I like, okay.
They be
Yeah.
parading people into the radio station. Like there are big windows in all the studios, like we zoo animals and shit. And so I'll be in there on air and I'll just see somebody coming through the window. And that's Lil D right there. And I'm like, hi. And I could be in the middle of talking to my doctor about a syphilis or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pus is coming up. Oh, hi. How much you said it's gonna cost me? Oh, that's a lot. I ain't got. Oh, you better turn my lights off. Hey, like
I also tell people like creatives, when we say we tired, we're a different kind of tired.
Yeah, like no, I'm not sweaty. No, my bones don't hurt, but my brain hurt. Don't ask me to do anything that requires me to think. Yeah. I don't even want to order food, goddamn.
I don't want to do anything. I'm like, don't book me. I got enough going on. I don't feel like being booked. Find somebody else to do it. I'm literally like tired. Don't book me for no shoot. I'm not editing no pictures. I don't want to do no videos. I'm not doing
that's why I can't date like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's so hard because like I get it. Like they're looking at me and they're like, you didn't work 10 hours and this and have a master's degree and whatever. But like, you know, they don't understand if I don't have a job, why I'd rather go to a networking event than a job fair.
Oh yeah.
Type shit. And so it's so tough for me to like date someone who's not a creative because they don't get it.
Because they don't get it. Yeah,
and
you need
so
somebody to
boring.
understand when you trying to do stuff and you trying to build stuff. It's real nice to have somebody that understands you know what you got, what you trying to do and what you got going on. So no, I get it.
Who can like show me you've been here before. Cool. Let me learn some shit from you and how you got
here.
But if all you do is go to work and then get off and that's it, that's cool and live your life. But like I'm gonna be bored because I'm a creative. I have to create. I have to create.
Do you do services for other people? Like I know you do content creating and stuff like that. So what services do you offer?
So besides ghostwriting the books, I also do marketing consultation where you know, we'll take a look at your social media and come up with different ways to brand your product, your page, yourself. And then also like clean stuff up, you know, like if you tell me you're a rapper and I go on your page and there are no videos of you rapping. that's a problem. Stuff like that. Teaching you to create a website, just basically consulting you on making your brand better.
Yeah, and so I just started that as well. I haven't put my flyer on Facebook yet, but yeah, I've started that as well. I'm like, if I'm gonna be giving out this free stuff, I'm like, let me get more detailed and like, okay, now you got to pay.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything
yeah.
free is that quick consultation, so you can see how much money you need to book me.
Eh, yeah.
And then, of course, to create content for other brands. I run a couple Instagram pages, one for a therapist, one for a mic drop page. What else do I do? And I help aspiring radio personalities like create better air checks and just become overall better personalities to get them noticed in this industry. People don't be understanding, like they think they can do a podcast and that translates to radio, and they don't understand those are two completely different things. They literally have nothing in common.
Right.
And then like they think if you apply for a job, that's how you get a job, and it's not. Don't nobody care about that application you filled out at all. It literally means nothing. They think if they go to broadcast school, that's a shoe-in. I taught at a broadcast school, and I can tell you they don't teach you shit.
Right.
So like, I do things like that too. So radio, writing, content, all the above. .net.
And y'all, I put that on the screen for y'all to see. All DEE. All D above .net. So whatever you need, little Derek can provide.
I got you. Whether you need me to write the verbiage for your website, your Eventbrite page, your next book, memoir done. If you need some kind of branding advice, I got you. If you want to do radio, we can do that too. I got you. I'm here for all the creativeness.
Us creatives do it. Us creatives do it all.
Yeah, and if I can't do it, I know somebody who can.
I was just finna say that. I was on the phone with somebody today. They finna send. They want me to look at they have an artist and they want me to look at their marketing plan. They was like, I trust, because I'm honest. We both honest. That's all I know. They were like, I like you because you honest. I'm finna send you. I'm gonna send you this and blah blah. And they always know if Ron can't do it, I'm gonna send you right on to whoever in whatever state you in.
Yep.
It don't even matter what state or city you in, because I know somebody everywhere. So like, I'm definitely gonna send you in the right direction. So
it's so cool when you use them right.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff that agitate me, and I tell people I do not give criticism without a solution.
Yes.
So if I tell you, hey, your album cover is not what it should be for what you got going on, let me send you to, or I can help you, help you with your vision of what you're trying to do. Because
never bring a problem without a solution.
I don't do any. Even when I listen to people music, I'm like, who produced this? Okay. Now I know someone. Let me send you over here to a producer with a better ear, per se, so they can help you. So give us your social media info, please.
Everything is at Lil D on Air, LILD on Air. YouTube is Dead Air with Lil D. That's all of them. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I love it. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for coming on. I most definitely appreciate it.
Of course. Sorry I was late.
Always. And I'm gonna start hitting you up when I be sneaking off. Usually I do a lot of battle rap photography. So if it's a battle rap, if it's a battle rap going on in that area, I'm usually there or somewhere in the midst. And I still be concert hopping and stuff like that.
There's a bunch of them coming up. I'm trying to go for Louisiana Fest.
Oh yeah, I think I gotta be at a wedding that day.
I mean, I guess love cool, but shit, I'm trying to go. The Hot Boys reunion too.
I I gotta be at a wedding. I'm double checking it tomorrow, but I think I have to be at a wedding that day. So
I
to
come
end the
to a
show,
battle rap
what?
event.
Huh?
Anthony Robertson said, "Come to a battle rap event." I come if I'm not booked. Just give me some advance notice.
Oh yeah. And I can keep you tapped. I can keep you tapped in on. I can keep you tapped in on that.
And I take the barrel of the tech. That's out of here. Open
Yeah.
this meatloaf and this spaghetti. Oh, get on that shit.
It's so crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we definitely gonna have to have a part two, especially when your third book. No, your second book is not out yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
It's
yeah, when you
coming.
come
As
out
soon
with
as I
them
can
books.
finish writing everybody else's book.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm excited about your I'm excited for you. I'm excited about your progress. I'm even more excited about your journey now that I know the extra stories. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know the extra stories, I'm even more
Oh
excited
man,
about your journey cuz Lord Jesus, that's a lot.
wait for it. That first vlog episode, you're gonna be like, "What? I had no idea." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm excited just to be that vulnerable because I've never been as vulnerable as I'm about to be
Yeah.
on my YouTube.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's more for me than anybody else.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm learning too in my transparent vulnerability journey. It's tough. I've done it a couple of times.
Mhm.
It's a little tough, but yeah, this something I have been working on as well. So just listening to you be vulnerable and transparent about your journey has helped me mentally. It is definitely helped me a whole lot. And I've been writing a book and I it's mentally tough.
Yeah, because you got to go back there. You got to be
Ooh,
right there in it when you write the book. Yeah,
this writing a book is rough.
you know, imagine writing a book for somebody else and you got to relive their pain, no matter how their pain affects your pain.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have any I usually ask my guests, even though this entire podcast has been completely inspiring and motivational, do you have any extra motivational or inspiring words for anybody who is trying to not necessarily be in radio, but just on a journey period, trying to get somewhere or trying to be somebody or trying to get somewhere?
Um, the greatest gift you can give yourself is to love yourself enough to make the right decisions. Be your
Mhm.
own best friend. You are the only person who's never left your side for 1 second. You're not by yourself, you're with yourself.
Mm,
So love that person, nurture that person, be nice to that person, and
mhm.
figure it out with that person. Be proud of that person and watch how far you go. You gotta love yourself though. Nobody has a better life than the one that you have.
That's true. That's very true. Wow. So like I said, y'all, if y'all just now tuning in, y'all
Y'all
gonna have
late.
to yeah.
Later than me, shit. And I was late, goddamn.
Y'all late, but that's all right. The video is forever stuck on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm already about to, y'all already know I'm already about to put the audio on the podcast platform. So also the podcast is on all the platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and whatever else is out there. Also the podcast is there. So is it. We done. Bye.
Period. Shreveport, boy.